Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next episode of the 100 Season 6. Last episode was the second episode of the season, Red Sun Rising, and that focused more on the team that were on the ground on Sanctum dealing with the toxin. We learned that a plant gives out a toxin, and then for some reason when the eclipse happens, it turns everybody against each other that's infected by it. We're still not fully sure like the full ins and outs of it all, but a lot of the episode focused on the team on the ground, and they were all trying to survive as they were all turning against each other, and one was trying to shoot another one was trying to stab another one. Like, some people were tied up, some people were getting out, some people had guns, and it was quite tense at times, but luckily everyone made it through okay, with enough time for it to pass and for the eclipse to go and for them to get through it all. We had a group of people that went up from Sanctum to the ship. Most of them got killed except for one. I think her name was Kaylee, and so she took some more people down, and by this point so Dio's was awake, Maddie's awake, we've seen Gaia now, and we've seen pretty much everybody except Indra, I believe. If she's been on screen, I've not noticed her, which is unlike me, so I think everyone's awake minus Indra and maybe some other background characters. A group of people are down on Sanctum, they've been reunited, and as I expected, the eclipse passed and people came out of hiding, and all we saw were children, which is curious. I'm curious to see how many children, how many adults, or how many people in general have we got on this Sanctum. This episode is called The Children of Gabriel. Now we know that Gabriel, from the flashback episodes, was the guy that was there 230 odd years ago. He was with Josephine. We didn't see him get killed, I don't think, but we saw Josephine's mum get killed and Josephine get attacked by the dad. Whatever's going on the planet had got to him as well, and he was shooting at other people, but I don't know if he actually saw Gabriel get killed, but maybe they're Gabriel's ancestors, and these are the guys that we saw, the people that we saw at the end of the episode that had come out of hiding. So maybe Gabriel was alive for a long time and he's kind of bred, he's the one that helped the race survive and had lots of kids, and they're his descendants maybe. But yeah, I'm mostly curious to find out how many people are on this planet, or the moon, sorry. I kept calling it a planet last episode and the first episode. I do apologise, it is a moon. They did confirm it's a moon. How many people are on Sanctum, how many people are in hiding, how many kids, how many adults, and just a bit more about their day-to-day life. Because I can imagine that the toxin is not the only threat on this planet. We heard a weird noise in the flashback. We saw some weird spinning borealis things from the ship. There's a lot going on this planet, and I'm excited to find out more about it, so let's jump into the episode to see what's going on. If you enjoy the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and there's a Patreon link in the description box below if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, as well as the next few episodes in advance ahead of YouTube. Let's jump into the 100 Season 6 Episode 3, The Children of Gabriel. Yeah, Murphy's not looking so good. He's got the black veins going on, maybe something in the water, because he was underwater for a while.
Guys.
Remember.
Okay, so there are adults.
Everyone.
That's fine.
Weapons down.
Protect the host.
We're from Earth. We come in peace.
Oh, this feels weird, we come in peace. Oh.
Where have you been?
It was Kaylee.
Where's your family?
Dead. Very dead.
They killed them.
Well,
That's not good.
you did kind of deserve it. Hi. This feels like a cult leader, for sure.
He's already dead.
No, it's Murphy. You can't die like this.
Fortunately for him, death is not the end.
Sorry?
Alien. We call it kapashur, means hideous snake in Chinese.
Right. And does a snake suck the poison out or
Trust me,
something?
I know.
It's working.
Amazing, isn't it? Its curative properties were discovered in one of the earliest Red Suns. Lock them up.
I mean, I figured that was about to happen, which is a shame.
Where are you taking us? We didn't do anything wrong.
Who is this guy? This feels, again, that's what I'm liking so far about the season, is it feels very different to what we've seen in the first lot. I know I keep saying that. I'll try and stop saying that from now on. But, at least after this episode. But, these compared to, say, the Grounders, whilst they're both stick-wielding primitive people, these feel very different. This is like a cult, like very nice clothes, a lot of order. This guy's in control.
What are you even doing here?
I came to save your ass.
Bellamy.
Be nice, everybody.
Not now. If we're gonna
Please be
find our way
nice.
out, we need her.
Welcome, friends. If it's true you survived the Red Sun, then you need a drink.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No thanks.
What's in it, though? Oh. 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 Jordan. Have you got an eye for this girl?
That's amazing.
We call it Joe Juice after Josephine Prime. Hallowed be her name.
Hallowed be her name.
Can I ask? It's probably none of our business, but what's a prime?
Sanctum was colonized by a team from Earth made up of 4 families. The
Yeah.
Primes.
Oh, okay.
Their blood rules us still.
Make way for the Prime.
4 families. Because
Which one's the
Josephine was
pilot?
one of them.
There, that one. Your people stole our transport and then boarded us by force.
Yep.
My
Fair?
people were just defending themselves.
Lies.
No.
She wasn't there. We hurt no one.
What's your name?
No, but you can
Griffin.
see why they were.
What's yours?
He is Russell Lightborn, 7th of his line, savior of Sanctum, and you will bow before using his name.
I don't think so.
No.
My wife's a stickler for protocol.
It's the Lightborns of one of the
But she knows
families.
you can't observe customs that you're unaware of. You have
Exactly.
questions, understandably, and we'll get to them all.
There are worse things in this world than eclipse-induced psychosis.
Yes, but what?
All of them are outside the shield.
What,
and the worst
though?
of them would love to get their hands on the weapons Kaylee says are on your ship.
Raven will fly the ship, but we're going
What?
to.
Didn't realize you were giving orders from
Indra.
work.
Fine. Choose your most disposable people. It's time to go.
Well, that's a question.
You don't strike me as disposable.
None of us are.
For some reason, leader seems to like you, so let's try and keep it that way.
She definitely gives off an air of authority, which is good. They
We'll
need
bring
that.
Maddie back. I promise.
In my dreams, I see a commander who frightens me. One eye and scars like lines on a map. He wants to show me things, but
Shaded. The Dark Commander.
The Dark Commander? This
you're
is
wise
new.
to resist him. I told you the flame amplifies
This
every
feels
commander's capacity for good.
important.
They're battling for your favor.
You beat a bunch of criminals led by a sociopath in a battle for a valley that burned to the ground anyway. I'd call that a total failure to reach mission objective.
What's your time?
Calm down.
I love
Sensei. I'm
Tioza.
too pregnant to argue.
Right, the child of 2 mass murderers. Can't wait to meet her.
She's so cool. So cool.
Everybody on the ship now! Close the
Yeah.
Point the dart! Move!
Well, shit. So who are these people? Dogs. They have dogs. Hi, cutie. It's just such a weird concept to me to think that someone who's never ever doesn't know what a dog is and has never really met one. Just because obviously I love dogs so much.
Have you ever known peace, Clark?
We're trying to make an alliance. She can't screw that up if she's with us.
Wanna bet?
There are things and people in these woods that want us dead. You fall behind?
Unlike the ones that we saw before. But the wish there's things and people. I want to know what these things are. I hope we get to find out.
It's a dome.
It's cool.
I saw something.
Oh god.
I felt something. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hell.
So... I don't know what to say to that.
I would have done the same thing. I'm surprised she listened to you. She reminds me of somebody I know.
Grown.
Tomorrow, I become one of them.
Oh.
Wait, what? Does that mean you're a princess?
Do I look like a princess?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A little bit.
Yes.
Oh, he so fancies
I'm not
her.
a princess. But tomorrow is my naming day. I become Priya the Seventh. Hallowed be her name.
There you are.
Cool, I guess.
You're not supposed to be out here.
What does that entail?
Nice knife.
These are giving me like ground
Man you
curry,
killed with it was my friend.
Mountain Man vibes.
How many do you see? The dart hit my bulletproof vest. I need to know how many. Blink it out.
Death to Primes! 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 Death to Primes!
Well, so the children of Gabriel are not the I don't want to call them the Sanctum people, like the prime lot.
Need to work on your game, kid. I owe your pops at least that much.
His game is just fine.
I was gonna say, she seems happy with it.
They grow up so fast.
Hey, weird to see her not in like the uniformy type stuff.
It's just a dress. Don't tell them more than you have to, and don't lie.
Unless they ask about the end of the world.
Yeah.
In that case, maybe don't tell them you fired the first shot.
Is anybody else getting like Mountain Man vibes again?
Join us.
Like your founders on Allegius 3, we're looking to start over. Do better.
Yes, I would hope so. Considering you destroyed the planet of your birth.
Clocked
Actually, I was
it.
born in space. But I take your point. Our ancestors did destroy the Earth. But they're your ancestors too.
Yeah, exactly. They all came from the same people.
How many people have you killed, Claire?
About that.
Or should we call you one-hitter?
How do you know about that?
My friend Jordan likes to talk.
Jordan.
He said you entered a protected compound not unlike this one. And murdered everyone inside. Innocent men, women, and children alike.
That was different.
I was talking about that
Not
before.
I'm going to kill everyone that I love. My friends. My mother. I did what I had to do to save my people.
Would you do it again?
Yeah.
We were at war.
That's not what I asked you.
Simone.
Please, my darling.
Be honest, say
Let
yes.
her answer.
I will not apologize.
Best thing to do is join forces so it
for
doesn't happen
saving
to
the
you.
people that I love.
A comfort to them, I'm sure. And we must protect the people that we love. Please understand, violence is a contagion. I'm truly sorry. But I can't let your disease wipe out what we must now presume to be the last outpost of humanity in the universe.
I understand where they're coming from though, 100%.
When your friends return, I suggest you fly back to your mothership.
If you want to go, go. But we won't abandon our people on the inside.
They knew the risks. If we don't get the shield down, they
People on the inside.
Either way, no naming day.
Once the guns are clear, we go in.
Don't be an idiot. I'm going for the guns.
Oh, damn it!
Oh lord. She's like a reckless loose cannon. Luckily she's a good fighter. I mean, go Octavia. Oh, hey. Ah! Diosa, queen.
Not you.
Oh, come on. What are you gonna do? Leave me here?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
for your own good.
Sorry.
And ours.
Oh no.
Monty gave his life for us so we could have another chance, and I'm not gonna let you destroy
We
that.
saved Maddie, Guy, and Diosa. We got the damn ship back. We lost no one.
We started to fight.
A bad thing.
So you can answer that yourself. You're on your own.
This feels like season 1, you know, like when they banished Murphy and whatnot to survive and out on the wilderness, not knowing fully what's out there.
I've been waiting for naming day all my life, and now I meet a boy who makes me wish I had more time.
More time.
I'm not going anywhere.
Is she?
Just because you become a princess doesn't mean...
You're making a lot of assumptions about what's going to happen tomorrow.
Full disclosure, I've
never done this before.
That was my first kiss.
Oh, he's so cute though.
Don't let it be my last.
Hey, hey. Jordan's getting some loving. Bow, wow, wow. Well, damn.
The primes.
Oh, so he's one of the insiders, okay.
At the end of our lives, we're not going to be judged for the things that we did to survive. We'll be judged for the reasons that we did them.
That's a nice thought.
What if the reason was to save my own ass?
He has made some questionable decisions over the years.
Here already.
But he's done a lot of good as well.
What happened?
Delilah, where is she?
Hey!
Who did this?
He's hurt. Put him down!
No, wait. There. You! Get back here! The children of Gabriel are in the compound.
The children of Gabriel.
To try to get her out. Follow me.
Oh Lord.
There, she's got him.
He's getting away!
Okay.
Nightblood.
We have the same blood, Clark. Royal blood.
I can't see it, but I'm presuming it's black.
The children of Gabriel got past Jade and took my rose.
We know they're still here. We'll search everywhere inside the compound.
How did they get inside the compound?
Keep your voice down, Miranda.
There's an insider.
The shield's been breached in 2 days.
It wasn't breached.
What now? What now? Okay.
This was their plan all along. They knew we'd lower the shield to let them back in. We have to assume they have Rose. Assemble a team to go after her.
Would you be so calm if it was your daughter's turn?
What the hell is going on?
Not perfect if it makes her a target.
It does. Which is why we can't tell them about Maddie.
Right, target. Not a friend.
Unless you already did. Think. You told her everything else.
I didn't tell her that. I was just being friendly.
Yeah, probably not the best things to tell her.
I'm the reason they're throwing us out.
Yeah.
Sanctum was created to be a sanctuary for the human race. After seeing you save Delilah, we've decided that you deserve that too.
You changed your mind?
Thought that might happen.
For now.
Yeah.
But no more of you.
I mean, it's very happy, but what about everybody else that's not there? And what about them? And also, not everybody's happy that you're here, like this lady.
You're with child. How far along? 6 months.
This is too happy, this is too happy.
Give or take.
You should have seen Dioza and Octavia fighting the terrorists.
Where is Octavia?
Charmaine Dioza?
Yes.
Escort this woman past the shield right now.
What is this?
What?
Seems my reputation precedes me.
You could say that. Your face is in our history books next to Hitler and Bin Laden.
Please.
She was a terrorist.
The baby.
It's okay, kid. Stay frosty.
I mean, I like that this group are very much like, no, she's out, boom. They're very...
Better hope the trees get her before the children of Gabriel do, because if she joins forces with them, we're gonna need more than a radiation shield to protect us.
Were you followed? Where's Delilah?
We missed her, but we got Rose.
What?
A new host intervened before I can get away.
A new host.
What do you mean a new host?
They took hostages. We need to question them.
The others are dead.
Octavia.
And you're about to be.
Careful, it's one of them. The forest is my weapon.
So he is cool though. They know what they're doing.
Nice work, Xavier.
Xavier. I'm not gonna remember all these names.
A pile of guns, a child with royal blood, and a girl from Earth.
Not bad for a day's work. Let's see the old man reject us now.
The old man? Is that Gabriel? He wants to be alive, though, surely. That was a lot. Okay, that was my reaction to the 100 Season 6 Episode 3, The Children of Gabriel. And as I said multiple times throughout the episode, that was a lot of information. So I'm going to start spitballing some stuff that I took from it and learnt. If it's wrong, I apologise. I feel like because it's a new planet with a whole new system, new characters and new procedures and hierarchies and animals and threats and whatnot, it's going to take a little bit of time to kind of get used to it. Like when you read a high fantasy novel, it takes a little bit of time to get used to how the world is and how it runs. So if I say something wrong, I apologise. So, start the episode. We learned that there was adults hidden away, not just kids, which I kind of assumed anyway, because it'd be odd just to think it was just children. Although I thought from the title, The Children of Gabriel, that maybe there was mostly just the kids that were hiding away. Obviously, that referred to something else, which I'll talk about in a little while. The adults, and there was the guy. Again, names are going to be going out of the window, but the guy that was in charge, and he kind of looked a bit like Doctor Strange, to be honest, but he kind of felt a bit like a cult leader. He was definitely had that aura, like I said with Clark as well, of authority. He was very clearly in charge. People obviously listened to him. Don't know what his name is, but I liked his style, although he does give me a vibe of a cult leader in that as long as you go along with what he wants and you're helping him, great. But the second that he's not that keen on you, you're probably gone. So, they took them in. Jordan started that relationship with Delilah, who he clearly fancied from the second that they met each other. It was clear that they fancied each other. As he started that relationship, I was definitely dubious about it because they talked about the naming day, how those insiders. So I thought, okay, either she's an insider and she's working with the Children of Gabriel, or this naming day is a ceremony where, whilst all the signs point to she's just going to become one of the primes, another thing I'll talk about, I didn't know whether naming day is like a bad thing, and that she said she wanted more time. Does she get killed on the naming day? I know there was no signs for that, but I've just watched these type of things before where it sounds like the ceremony's been good and they're going to become something more important, but their actual purpose is to die. And I didn't know if it was going to be that. Neither of those things happened yet. What actually happened was that she was attempted kidnapped, but we'll get to that. We learned about the Primes, which are the 4 founding families of Sanctum. One of them is obviously the Lightborns. Don't know what the others are. Is the Gabriel one of them? So that kind of leads me to, when we saw the flashback last episode, we saw the people that were attacked. Gabriel was one of them and he ran away. So maybe the people that were attacked, some of them survived. They created Sanctum alongside maybe Josephine, because she may or may not be still alive, or at least at the time anyway. She might have survived that thing because her eyes were still blinking. Maybe she survived, I don't know. But then maybe Gabriel, because he ran away, he got separated permanently. He started his own faction of people, whilst other people started. I know the planet's called Sanctum, or the moon, sorry, I think. But I'm going to when I say Sanctum, I kind of just mean that area, where all there's look like a stained glass window and with the dome. So maybe that's why there's Children of Gabriel and there's the dome people, the Primes, because that's how it all started, potentially. It's so much information. So we've got the 4 founding families, the Primes, which are Night Bloods, so they can walk through the dome, the shield, the pylons. But then learning that Clark was a Night Blood was a threat for some reason that I'm not fully getting yet. I understand why they didn't want her there, because they learned about Wanheda from Jordan and that she can kill people and that violence is not a huge part of what they want to bring in. And he said about the whole thing with his dog, that his dog attacked him, they gave him a second chance, he attacked someone else, killed them, that was his family. So they're not good on second chances. So when they learned her past, they didn't want her to be a part of the Primes and the Sanctum and all that. I understand that totally. I totally get that. luckily from her helping them, trying to get back, what was her name? Delilah, when she got kidnapped, they kind of gave her another chance. We met a few other people. We met the dude that had the snake that saved Murphy. So obviously the seaweed he was exposed to the seaweed during the eclipse, which led the vein thing, and then the snake happened, which cured him. But then we also found out, so the Children of Gabriel seem like an outsider group that say death to the Primes. They don't like the Primes and how they're running everything and all that. But then they also talked about the second moon that was coming, and how they had to do something because the second moon was here. Is that because of the naming day? That, if I sound like a dumbass, there was just a lot of information to take in, because it was just a lot of new characters and learning how this whole new world works. So what I did like about the Children of Gabriel, I liked their scenes with Dioza, Gaia, and Maddie. So how Dioza threw the knife into the bush, killed one of them, but they poisoned them, but they didn't actually poison Dioza. She just went down, pretending she was poisoned because they missed her. That was a really cool. Dioza's so good in this episode and this season so far, and how the team obviously her friends knew that she was faking it because she talked to them. It says, "How many people can you see? Blink it to me." And then she only revealed herself at the last moment to trip the guy up, and then shot him. But yeah, that whole thing was really cool. I really enjoyed those scenes. I thought it was really tense. Not only were they going to try and kill these guys, did they just want to take their weapons? And then but when Bellamy and Octavia that got back, Octavia's a bloody loose cannon, and she went and killed them all. Well, at least all the ones that were at the dropship, which led to her banishment from our crew, because she can't be trusted. She's a wild one. She does what she wants to do and doesn't think about the repercussions of it. And it definitely feels like she's learning, but at that point she said, "Well, I saved you all. None of us died. We got our weapons back. What's the problem?" Obviously, their argument is they were leaving anyway. You didn't need to kill them. And not just that, but obviously now we're more of a target because you've killed some of them. More of a target than we were before anyway. So I understand why the banishment. It definitely feels like season 1. Murphy got banished and left for a while because he got booted out of the camp. But now we saw Octavia has now gone to the Children of Gabriel, tried to take them out, failed spectacularly because he stomped on something and gas shot out of the ground. Like you said, the forest is our weapon. So I like that these are they kind of remind me of Grounders in the sense that they live in the tree, or they live in the woods, they live in the forest, and they know they fight with spears and fire and poison, and they know their environment. That's very Grounders in that sense. But I also kind of like them a lot. And not just that, but also the people on with that big building where there's classical music playing and everything's lovely, and they've got this safe little place. I like the Mountain Men, so it feels like Grounders Mountain Men. But then our team are on the outside again as well, also being parts of little groups. And we made friends with some Grounders, we kind of had a relationship with, what was she called? Anya? Was she called Anya? Back in season 1 to 2 when she died. But then we were speaking about Mountain Men, and it feels kind of like it's treading similar grounds, but I am enjoying it. I'm just finding it a lot to take in. I'm really struggling to learn names. There was a guy who was one of the Children of Gabriel, was called, not Zachariah, Ezekiel? Xander? So, there was something like that kind of name. I'm probably completely wrong. He had a name, but there was all the people that we learned names of that were the Primes. I don't remember any of them except for Rose and I've forgotten her name now. Delilah. Delilah was obviously the one that Jordan was into, who's going to be in the naming ceremony. Rose was kidnapped by the Children of Gabriel. She's the daughter of that woman. I'm enjoying it. I like the sense of we're in a new environment, we're in a new place. We don't know the rules, we don't know the food, we don't know the animals. Clark had never seen a dog before, and I'm expecting these alien animals to come in, or things that we've never seen before. Not really thinking of the fact that she's never seen a dog. Because as far as I can remember, there was none on Earth left when we were down there. I don't remember there being any dogs If there was, I apologise, I've forgotten. But I'm taking it away from, like, a lot of these people would never have met a dog before. So that dog ran up to Clark and she didn't know what to do. Obviously, it's a really friendly, nice animal. I love dogs. But it's cool that they're getting to this. We're in this place of these characters that it's all new. And even when she picks up a food, we don't know how it's going to taste. It tasted great. But we don't know. Like, Octavia's running towards the children of Gabriel, thinking she knows how the forest works, because maybe not thinking she knows how it works, but not really thinking that there's other things going on. And obviously there was more happening, and he stopped on the thing, the mace gas, whatever he called it. I think I like the leader of the Primes, although I don't know what fully if I trust. Obviously I don't trust him, but he's also very honest in that the second they found out who Clark was, it was out. And then when they found out who Diyoza was, because Diyoza is faced in the history books next to Hitler and Bin Laden, which obviously, because she was a terrorist, and we kind of forget about that because she is pretty fucking awesome in this season at least. And her name's obviously someone that they know about. So even though they were going to help her, I was really worried when they went towards her. It's like, oh, you're pregnant, how far along are you? I thought we're going to have like a Game of Thrones Red Wedding situation. I was very worried about that. It wasn't. It seems like they're going to try and help her. But obviously they booted her out once they realised who she is. So she's going to be out on her own. I want to see what more threats are out there. It's not just the children of Gabriel. They mentioned obviously the trees. We know about the toxin. Maybe that's what she meant by you hope the trees get her first. The toxins and all that. Maybe not something else. And there's got to be other things out there as well. Which all a swarm of insects. There's going to be other things. And I'm still curious to know in the second episode, in the flashback that was 236 years earlier, when Gabriel and Josephine were on the beach, they heard a really weird noise. I really want to know what that noise is. It sounded like a big monster, kind of like a kaiju. I don't think it will be, but it would be cool if they introduced something like that into the show. I would like that, just from a really cheesy but cool point of view. But yeah, I think I really enjoyed the episode. When I say I think, it's because there was just so much going on. There was an overload of information. Murphy died and said he saw hell. Did he actually see hell? Was the toxins doing something to his brain? And it was just something that happened there. Did he actually see hell? But he seems just a bit darker at the moment. Obviously Jordan messed up and told Delilah all the stuff about Clark, and that is why they were being outed, but now they're back now, for now. Yeah, we met a lot of people that were Primes. We learned the Primes of the four founding families of Sanctum. We met about the children of Gabriel, learned some more about them. There's a naming ceremony. There's this, that, and that. So if I've missed things, I apologise. If I've got things wrong, I apologise. But also, I think over the next couple of episodes, things are going to start to make more sense. I hope. It kind of feels similar to season 1 in that we're on a planet, even though it was Earth, but we don't know who's down there, what's going on. But it feels more than that because we're on a different place. We're on a place with new biology, with new food, new customs, and new environments, and new animals. And there was was it Waiwu? Something like that Josephine said in the last episode was like a category of things that she was calling Waiwu, the things that are alien and new. I want to meet one of them. But also, yeah, the children of Gabriel said, we've got one of the people with dark blood, we've got someone from Earth. The old man was like, listen to them now, or something like that. Who's the old man? They're called children of Gabriel, but it's unlikely that Gabriel that we met was still alive, unless it's like the Primes that his kid is called Gabriel and his kid is called Gabriel, and so the leader is always someone called Gabriel. Something like that. But yeah, it's a lot, but I'm hoping over the next few episodes it'll make more sense, because I'm enjoying it. It's just a lot of information to take in at once. But yeah, as always, my name is Scott. I hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. If you enjoyed the video, please leave some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Did you find it as confusing as I did on the first watch through? There was just a lot of information. Or did you take it all in straight away? But yeah, if I got things wrong, just give me a little bit of time to get used to it. But yeah, please subscribe if you're not already. Take a look at the Patreon link down below for the full length reaction to this episode, as well as the next few in advance. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of the 100 Season 6. Bye guys, stay safe and take care.